Babaji has promised to return in physical body whenever needed or called upon by ardent devotees. Vimlalal recalls Babaji's miraculous appearance to her on Dronagiri mountain in the early 1960s, well before his most recent manifestation. Babaji said that, as she had come with such great faith and devotion, he had to appear to her. Babaji responds to all who seek him with intense devotion and a sincere heart. Ramlati has shared that, even after 30 years, the feeling of Babaji's presence has strongly increased and that it is an important time to come together as devotees to celebrate his presence and to share the stories and experiences that are happening right now. Sharing our miracles and our love helps all of us to remember the larger picture that we are all part of the dance of our manifested Lord Samba Sada Shiva. To learn more about Babaji's teaching and practice, contact Ramlati at the Babaji Ashram, located in the beautiful mountains of southern Colorado, near the town of Crestone. Haidakhandi Universal Ashram is a place for spiritual practice with a focus on surrendering yourself to divine energy. An attitude of respect and reverence for the culture connected with these spiritual practices can make a big difference in your personal experience. Life at the ashram begins early each day with the Aarti ceremony and continues with full days of spiritual practice. The daily routine is styled after the life that we led at Haidakhan Ashram in India, under Babaji's instructions. A major requirement of being at the ashram is to engage in conscientious daily work while repeating japa and remaining unattached to the results. Such karma yoga is one of Babaji's strongest teachings. Havans, or fire ceremonies, are also scheduled on a regular basis. Dried grains, fruits, and flowers are offered to the divine by way of the fire. Mantras are also repeated in thanksgiving for the many ways that we are sustained by the divine.
One morning just before I was going to leave to go back to Hawaii, I'd asked Babaji about doing the fire because I thought it'd be good to do in Hawaii when it was before the temple was built, actually. And he said, yes, we do the fire every morning. And then he reached into the fire and picked up fire in his hand. And because I was wondering, well, Babaji said, yes, you do, but I didn't get instructions on how to do it or anything. And he reached the fire up in his hand and took it in his hand, and it was just like a little fire in his hand. And then he just put it into my heart. He said, now the fire's in you. And it went right into my heart. And still in there.